This planet, Mars, isn't that bad. The 300 million mile trip is pretty simple. Flights are pretty cheap, a flat fee of $520,000 for 7 months. I live over there, the blue cubes. I do like my place, and I get plenty of sunlight, to the point where I need to have my blood cycled through twice a day, which brings the radiation and genetic damage down to manageable levels. As far as the current studies show, the only difficult part is my insurance through the mining company I work for only covers about 75%, sometimes less, depending on how many times I resubmit the claim. The blue cubed homes are owned, of course, by the blue company, which is why they're blue, and why we have statues and pictures of the founder, some bald billionaire guy, all over the place. I really hope to one day own my cube, though, but the small nuclear reactor that I lease and that I use for powering my oxygen supply tends to have a lot of repairs that sneak up on you and ruin your savings plan. We do get discounts and free shipping. Not from Earth, of course. That'd be financially ludicrous. No, just deliveries from planetary landing sites and craters. Here's something we don't have. Annual taxes. Here on Mars, your tax bill is a prorated settlement. It's kind of exhilarating, seeing how much money you're going to make that never gets spent. I love the location where I'm at. It's close to downtown. When I say downtown, that's literally what the city is called. Downtown. Because that's literally where it is. Straight down, 2 miles under the surface. If you're hungry and can afford it, there are many restaurants. They grow all their synthetic food here on planet, strictly printer to table. It's about $3,500 for a main course, but they do have happy hour specials on occasion too. Now if you look over there to your left, past Mount Elon, and just right of Starbucks crater, there's that mirrored box shape that's glowing. So on occasion, if I have the energy, that's the gym you can get a membership at for only $375 a day. It's a really serious place though, so don't expect to do any socializing. No joke, everybody is there to exercise because of the medical fact that your heart tends to shrink in space. So let's just say it's the most crowded, lonely place I can think of. I'm not saying that with a shrinking heart comes a life of shrinking emotions. You can buy a ticket for about $5,500 to Little Los Angeles, which is a theater named in honor of an old landmass that slipped off into the ocean on planet Earth long ago. I guess it used to make a lot of disposable content for society. Anyway, there tend to be a lot of romantic comedies. The Mars versions are usually changed to happy endings due to our high depression rates, and any topics related to dystopian lifestyles, robotic type revolts, and uncontrollable aliens, and anything about being marooned on an island are never shown here. There's some pretty good bars here too. The only downside is there tends to be an iron oxide grit in everything. I don't know, maybe that's just the taste. You know those microbrewers? They love to play with their flavors. Now, if you want some extreme entertainment, there's the Mariner Valley, where they have live satellite feed trying to surf. It's kind of exciting. But in case you don't know, it's about the height of Mount Everest on Earth. So for the first 5 minutes, it's interesting. But I'm not one to sit there for the next 4 hours to see if they make it to the bottom. And also, being there's only a third of gravity, wipeouts aren't really epic. They're just more floaty. We also have a museum you can access for $1,200 a ticket, which shows a history of all the crashed mission debris, dead rovers, and shaded rocks that look like faces and pyramids. It's currently a small space, but there's a lot of room for growth the more history's made here. So overall, my 2 years here on Mars, with no chance of ever going back, well, I mean, you're still paying taxes, carrying a lot of debt, working for corporations. So, if you ask me, we truly have succeeded in colonizing Mars. You don't really get homesick at all. It truly does feel just like Earth.